So, last session we left off, you guys concluded your battle in the defense of Adderfield, and then quickly made your way to Azuria via teleport. Managed to get to the location and scout it out and prepare yourselves for the coming trade that you were told about. After staking out for most of the day and going into the evening, you saw the first party approach, who happened to be the monks that you had encounters with in the past. And upon deciding whether to try and take them on at the moment or if you should just stay put, Khaled had noticed one of the parties sneaking up upon the group itself, and upon giving warning, Koth had also noticed the approaching second party, who consisted of Leroy, who the party was rather familiar with at that point. Seeing the odds were against you, you booked it. Seeing the trade, you see that the sphere that was traded was being traded for a book. Didn't get all of the details of the conversation due to the switching back and forth that Esron had to do, but you got the gist of it, and that the monks are now under the control of Leroy, and that their leader is no longer going to be present. After that, you teleported back to Athendel, in which Jennifer ran off to inform her commanding officer of what had occurred. Also, to go back with last week, did you just want to bring it up to the group, Kilder, or you want me to kind of just mention it here?
Go ahead and just put it in.
Okay, so basically, as you were in the ruins doing your stakeout, Kilder used his primeval awareness, and I didn't tell the group at the time, but coming back now, during his primeval awareness, he sensed the presence of 5 demons. 1 immediately outside, and 4 simultaneously walking towards that location.
Well, that's not good.
No,
At this
kind of a bummer.
At this point, eventually, at this point, Jennifer, you're kind of like banging on the door. All of a sudden, like the door opens up, and you see like a sleepy-eyed commander. She's like, "What is it?"
Okay, so you got my report about the possible artifact trade, right?
Yeah, yes. Commander, you just told me about it. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm back from that, and there was a transfer for the Sphere of Annihilation to Leroy.
The businessman.
But you've read my reports, right?
I've tried to read your reports. I've only managed to read the ones that Commander Aegis managed to fix.
It was the rock.
But yes, I do recall something about that, now that you mention it.
So he now has control of a Sphere of Annihilation, along with, a couple other forces. And I thought this would be, needed to be known.
Well, yes, it is very important information. Certainly, I mean, there's really not much we can do about it right now. I mean,
Right. Yeah,
you couldn't have waited till a decent hour, Jennifer.
Also, I'm gonna need a requisition form for a new table.
Why?
The big toothy smile. Teleportation?
Please explain how tables factor into a teleportation spell.
We got teleported to Athendel, and the output happened to be right on top of my table, in which it was smashed when we all came in.
You need to find yourself a better wizard.
Well, the one we used is a little spotty at best sometimes, but I do think that the,
Go to the office and fill out the paperwork. Deal with it then.
Okay, thank you, Commander Gwyneth. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Sorry about the late. I just thought this was needed info.
Well, yes, it is important, but hardly actionable at this hour, so.
Alright. And I'm gonna head back to my house.
Okay, so while you're doing that, Esron, back at the house.
I see a Dragonborn working feverishly on a table.
Yes, you do. He is working furiously to fix this table that he somehow feels compelled to fix, even though he's not wholly responsible for its destruction.
The inner artist. Oh, my
Yes.
lights just flickered. If I suddenly disappear, it's because of the storm outside.
Well, that's not good.
No,
But-
no.
You receive a familiar sensation as you know the sending spell, so
Of course.
get a sending, and it's someone that has never sent to you before. And it's like, Esron, is this you?
I recognize the voice.
So give me a. I don't really want to say investigation, but we'll go with investigation.
Do you want it to be a history check?
Nah, it'd probably be more investigation. Not that
Okay.
historical.
24.
Okay, yeah. You recognize it as Falorna.
Is that the...
Elduin's friend.
Oh. I just respond. Yes, Valorna. What can I do for you?
Need your help at Nasi Castle as quick as you can. I mean, I assumed your sister would be here, but she's not, and... oh god. Elduin, please, don't put that down!
What? He kind of
Which, that is a second sending spell, so you can respond to that one.
I'll be there as soon as possible.
Alright, yes, please, Mr. Levier, please put the rapier down!
Oh dear. Ezra kind of just like paces back and forth in the room for for a little bit.
So, while you're pacing back and forth, I'm pretty sure Keldir's just kind of worked up still after just coming from the trade still as well. But eventually Jennifer does return to the group.
The door slams behind her shut with Mage Hand.
Can we not break my house anymore?
She hears it lock behind her as well.
Okay.
We're leaving.
We just got here.
Yes, I understand that, but an emergency has cropped up.
Give me 2 minutes.
You have one.
And I run to my room
And I
switch
start
out
casting immediately.
travel clothes and switch them out and then come running back.
Okay.
So where are we going?
Apparently something has happened at the castle.
Like something as in like last time something
Something
happened?
as in it could be very bad. Falora was there. She's never been to the castle. That doesn't make any
Okay.
sense.
Not to mention, Esron, since you rolled high enough investigation, she still has a bounty on her head.
Yeah, exactly. It's like she would be wanted if she set foot in the city. So her being here makes no sense.
Just get the teleport, we're ready.
Yeah, it's already.
Yeah, which he then kind of just like, what is it, a 1 minute cast time, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so you kind of just like open up the portal and you all kind of just hop through. Finding yourself in Nasi.
I immediately leave Nostrus's chambers. And
So pretty much the minute you like just swing the doors open, you know, there's like the banners that are in the throne room that are kind of like hanging down, really decorative and all that. The minute you swing the doors open, you're like, oh shit, as you see basically as they are now on fire.
Oh, what in the world? I looked down over the balcony and try and see what the hell's going on.
You see basically as Falorna's down there, she's like trying to figure out how to put these banners out. At the same time, she's like running back to like basically you see as your father is pretty much just like lying there on the ground, seems to be unconscious, and Elduin's there, but he's kind of like leaned up, sitting against a wall, like one of the pillars basically, and he's moving, but he doesn't seem to be too full of vitality.
Already hit the stairs, and I'm running down to the throne room.
All right,
Okay.
this is fun. Well, first things first. I just jump up onto the railing and jump towards the middle of the room, using my boots of levitation to just hover above everything. And as I'm floating there, I use telekinesis to grasp the burning tapestries and banners, and I'm using telekinesis to kind of like smother them.
Okay, which isn't too bad because they're not like. It seems like
It's not
the
a
fires are
roaring
still
fire.
fairly had just begun. It's not like they've been in progress for a while. It's like so it's easy to just kind of roll it up a bit and just kind of smother them. You kind of get it in a matter of. And while you're doing that, Jennifer just kind of makes her way down the stairs and she's just like, Falorna just, can you please check see if he's okay? I don't know what happened.
All right. Apparently neither do I, but doesn't matter.
He's dead, Jim. No.
This is Esron's dad, right?
Yes, this is Esron's dad.
So I run up to him and immediately just like light up some lay on hands.
Okay, so you light up the lay on hands and you kind of see it as basically his clothes are quite singed.
I kind of look up at her.
But she's like, I didn't mean for that to happen. I mean, I lost control. Sorry.
And I blow my last. I put 10 points of lay on hands in him.
Okay, so he's like, comes up. He's like, oh god,
You
what
okay?
happened? I was having the strangest dreams that Elduin was. Oh god, that wasn't a dream.
Well, you just sit tight. I'm gonna go check on Elduin as I run over there.
And you kind of like run over there, and as you're getting over there, he
Crap.
just
Oh
wow.
no, I'm not doing any medicine today.
Okay, so this makes some sense then. So you pretty much get over there. He's just kind of like seems to be like gripping like his upper chest on his left hand side with his right hand. He just kind of looks up to you. He's like, "Hey, long time no see."
Shh. And I lay on hands my last 10 into him.
Okay, so basically, as you go to do the lay on hands, you see as basically like part of his tunic has been singed and falls away, and you see like this really gnarly scar. Like you just see like what looks possibly to be like the tip of the scar on him, and it's like almost like it's almost at first looks like it's been burned, but after like closer examination, you actually see that it's not burned but rot.
Seeing that I now have new information, I'm gonna kind of like pull at his shirt as probably it's just a little cut right there right now, right? As far as the shirt, and I'm gonna tear it away the rest of it, and then I'm gonna try that medicine.
So
back again.
you start pulling, and he's just kind of like, okay.
I'm gonna guess he makes some fucking crazy comment or dirty comment because that's what Elduin does.
Yeah. So he's kind of like, I'll blow it, but be a little shocked as you kind of just like pull it. It gash goes pretty far, and as you start pulling away, you see as it's not only just like rot, but there's also like green, almost pulsing coming out of it. And you see as it goes along pretty much the entire distance of his chest.
Divine sense.
That's what fiends, undead, fae. No, not fae, angels.
Celestial. No, yeah. Celestial.
Well, I said angels, but celestials, yes. Okay, so as you do that, you actually get... It's a noxious smell, but it's not like the noxious smells you've had before. It's not. It's basically there's no sulfur within this noxious smell. It's just completely noxious. So undead.
You want to explain? Considering that's, undead taint there.
Yeah, got it from a fucking green dragon. Not so much a green dragon anymore, but what the hell she was.
You guys were attacked by a green dragon?
Oh, yeah. I gotta let someone run off with my mom.
Esron!
Yeah, he's just floating down to his feet next to you. I heard. Elduin, what happened?
And by the way, where the bloody hell were you?
The rag that's hovering in the air suddenly gets slammed to the floor. Do you want to try that right now? Or to explain?
Eldon, we've had a really long night.
Oh, I've had a long past couple days, so try me.
Explain so we can help.
So, all I know is big ol' dragon came into the woods, Karen Mom, and basically was making her open a gate to the Feywild. And we tried to stop her. Well, killed all of my men, most of them anyway. We didn't find any survivors, and left this gash in my chest. And then, of course, to make things worse, she summons the spirits of my friends to come and try and finish me off. We managed to escape coming here to figure out what the hell happened.
Did she have a sword?
And then, of course, Dad was thrilled to see me. Sword?
Yeah, a sword. Did she use a sword to make the spirits come out?
No. No.
Okay.
It's like some ability, she just willed it and it happened.
Does she have what looks like a large red gem in her chest?
I mean, yeah, there was something red there. I didn't get a good look at it.
Alright. I kind of like walk over to my dad. How are you feeling?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I mean, Irmith and Waldronth were away, finishing negotiations with the Tritons and their development out at sea. So,
They both left?
oh yes, yes.
He kind of just rubs his brow. And what of Marin?
She was, and he just kind of like, Eldon was just like, she was hurt trying to save Mom. Something he couldn't do.
Hey, look at that's when I'm like, where's she at? I mean, as I've reached for my med pack.
He's basically Esron's father just looks up to you. She's up in her room. The clerics have already tended to her and taken care of most of that.
Oh.
Dan, do you have any idea why Arvid wanted Mom?
He mentioned something about, or I mean, she mentioned something about getting back at Nazarus. Making him feel the same loss that she suffered. Something like that.
Then why go after all of you? What would that have to do with the Feywild? If anything, he would attack the younglings. She would attack me. This is confusing.
Esther, I'm gonna go check on Marin, even though still, even though the clerics got her.
No, you stay here and watch over them. I'll take care of her. He just slowly starts to float up to the next floor.
Boy, all his healing magic.
As you start like
Life transference, motherfucker.
as you start trying to float up, you feel as a arm clamps down your shoulder. Not a really heavy arm, but like still light. And you see Lauren. She's like, "Take the stairs with me."
I kind of float back down, and I just start walking with her.
And as like you're walking away, she kind of turns around you quick, and she looks at you, Jennifer, and she's like, "Try and keep them from fighting."
Okay. I'm just
As
standing
you
in
like
between
kind of
them.
look back around, and you see them just kind of like scowling at each other. And you're just like, and so basically, as you're making your way up the stairs,
You realize being within the walls of the city is a Category 3 offense, yes?
well, I pretty much think you'd much. I couldn't let Elduin come alone, not in the condition he's in.
So, I assume you want to walk with me because you have something you wish to say?
Well, to clarify, I mean, they're not in a helpful state ever since they've gotten here. Father and Elduin, I guess they've never really gotten along, and we're pretty much at each other's throats immediately upon getting here. The attack, I believe, on the castle occurred about 3-4 days ago. I think it was 3. But our encounter with the dragon didn't happen until another day afterwards. She was in the woods. After escaping from her and the things she created, it took us 2 days to get here, and we're here now, but trying to figure out what happened and if everyone was alright. Elduin did fear the worst for you, your sister, that she had taken your mother, and neither of you were around. She told me you had assumed that she had killed you.
No. I was paying back a favor.
Ah, well,
It took this long for everyone to get... No one in the city warned me or told me what was happening. They just...
that was Elduin's first question to your father, is why hadn't you been notified and recalled? And then he had me get in touch with you.
Thank you very much for informing me about all this.
Yes. You're welcome. I just think you needed some clearer answers, and I don't think your brother or your father are in a mood to talk.
They're not in the right mind right now.
Your father blames himself for everything that has happened, and that honestly, Mira wouldn't have gotten hurt if she just stayed back, but instead she tried to fight and was injured. Your father, on the other hand, just, from what I understood, just stood there and watched, too frightened to do anything as she was taken away. But I'll leave you at this point now.
Try
Good
not
luck.
to set my castle and family on fire. And I'll call it even.
I will certainly try. I can't make any promises, though.
And I just kind of take my leave and I start walking toward Mirren's room.
Okay, but you're kind of right outside the door at this point.
I just knock on it gently.
And you see as like the door kind of opens, and you see as there's like 4 clerics within the room. They're like, oh yes, please come in. Dragonborns from the Temple of Bahamut.
I kind of walk in. Is she sleeping?
No, she's pretty much. She's not sleeping. She is resting. She's kind of like laying there in her rest area.
How is she doing?
Well, she's recovered quite well. We managed to purge whatever it was that was infecting her. Quite nasty stuff, but we did manage to clean it out, and she's recovering. She should be fully recovered in a day. mentally, however, we cannot answer that question. It has been quite a traumatic experience.
I'd say so. This was the same person. He kind of stops himself before walking up to her, and before even saying a word, he puts a hand on her and casts life transference.
Okay, well, she's already at full health, but go ahead.
Well, in his mind, it's going to help speed up the recovery process. Well, shit. 16.
Okay. As you kind of do that, and she kind of lifts up. Don't hurt yourself.
Oh, don't worry. That was even weaker than normal. I guess I'm not in the right mind at the moment.
I don't think you would be after finding out everything that's happened. Sorry, I couldn't stop her restaurant.
Oh, don't blame yourself. One of your parents should have stayed behind to look after the castle and not went off both together.
Esrond, I don't even think they could. Something in her's changed. It was different. And I'm not talking, no, really different. She was displaying a number of powers that I don't think she ever had before. It was rather frightening, actually.
I only assume so. I know what she had in her possession. She's been taunting Nosferatu and my comrades lately.
Yes, well, I don't think she'll be back. At least that's what she said.
I can only assume so. The clerk said, "You'll make a full recovery." That's good to hear.
Yes. I would say it was just a scratch, but there was something more to it than that.
Well, with the powers she's has at her command at the moment, I'd say you're doing quite well. And he's trying to smile.
Well, I got lucky, that's one. She didn't want to kill me. I know she was holding it back. She hit me even. I'm fine. I'll be fine. Your mother, on the other hand, I don't know. She took her. I don't know what she plans to do.
Apparently they've gone to the Feywild.
I don't want to know the type of damage she can cause over there.
Nothing I can't try and prevent. And he is she in her elven form or true form at the moment?
She's true form.
Okay, in that case I just put my arms, an arm under her head and just hug, in a hugging way. Thank you for trying to stop her. I understand after everything that happened, that seeing her again must have been awful.
You don't understand, Ezra. It was completely different this time. Something is really different about her.
All the more reason that I have to stop her. All the more reason to make sure that she truly can never return again. I need to make sure this is taken care of. Nostris is busy dealing with the Reds to the south, so I'll stop her this time.
That's right. You need to be careful. There is much different about her. I don't think you fully understand what she may be capable of.
I have an idea, but even though I'm worried, scared even, I can't not go after her. Not as long as she has my mother. Not as long as she threatens you, the castle, everyone, and now the Feywild. She's gone completely mad. And I need to put out that fire before it consumes everything.
No, she's not mad. She still has intelligence in her eyes. She's planning. Everything she's doing is very, very calculated. Esran, I think she's expecting you to come after her, and you'll be walking into a trap.
And he kind of just sits there with her, like staring at the floor.
Right. But how do you even plan on getting to the Feywild? Can you teleport there?
No. But I think I know someone who can. And I know someone who can find these tethers. I think that'll be enough.
Alright. Be careful. Don't want to lose you two.
He just kind of smiles at her and puts his forehead to hers. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. You just take it easy, and I'll see what I can do. And who knows, maybe I'll be back sooner than you think.
There's always hope.
And he gives her another hug and before standing up, and his warm expression melts as he looks over at the clerks. Keep up your vigil. And then he walks out the door.